Here we are. Well, too late for that one. See you. No spoilers. I agree. I'm out to the future where I can be with you. And my head is a ball of overwhelm for me and you. Okay. I'm so excited. Dark and Peta. I don't like that. Dark and Pet. Let's just put Doki. So that's totally what my name's gonna be. Doki. Who's texting me? Oh, one of my friends is like, you should like totally tell me what your Twitch account is. I'm like, I guess, because I was like, I'm not gonna be answering anyone except one person on my stream. So Yo's gonna have to deal with it. And they're like, okay, well, can I see what you're playing? I was like, shh, I guess. I can't send the link. You know, let's just do this. Sent. Let's go. So excited. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up, but if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught it. I should try to do voices. I should try. That'd be so funny. But I caught up to you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Doki. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We crossed the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, becoming increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Doki, how we decided on a club to join same thing, a club. I told you already, I'm not in. Jeez Christ. Girl, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sari likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Also, who was... my Aunt Heidi. The same day, the 16th. Apparently my choir concert isn't tomorrow. I got the months mixed up. It's next month. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sierra wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me, if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you would come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Me. Sayori is vice principal of the literature club. Not that I was ever worried that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? I would too, though. Yes, sir? I love you too. Alright. I agree. Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cookie. I so would though. I love cupcakes. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the schooling upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Oh god, now I have to do more girl voices. This is okay. I don't know why, but this is hard for me. Let's see. Welcome to the new literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Doki, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. That's so funny. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Always full, of energy. Yeah. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Gotta make her voice more seducing, you know. It's great to see you again, Doki. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Doki. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. But then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! I make myself giggle. My fault. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. Oh my god. I want cupcakes now. That sounds so good. Mom! Forget it. It's fine. She was listening. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, that's so cute! Yes, sorry. So cute! Gotta do this, hold on. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one with Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. That's so me, though. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori's... Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in a classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. It's not tea, it's hot cocoa. I like hot cocoa with my books. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles, just to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So... I can't help but laugh. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you're so politics, am I right? I don't know anything about him. It's crazy. It feels like nothing, but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for a minute, I thought she was gonna say bullshit. About the bullshit and purpose. I don't know, I'm reading things wrong. Oh god. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get to literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Doki, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. Shame! I read manga and books. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I get. Those are technically books you read, but I'll let it slide. Why do you sound seductive? He was like, well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, so you're a fantasy girl, okay. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world, is equally impressive. You know, you're impressing me with your words. Let me tell ya. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in a world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. High five, Yuri. Same. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with the rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as... I don't like how she says the word. She's like, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Yuri. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. That's so true, though. Ugh, I hate horror. I like horror. Sorry, Natsuki. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. Ooh! That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Ooh, she's trying to sound flirty. I think she's trying to flirt with her. She's like, fine. Oh, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Yuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute, felt Natsuki. I'm the same way sometimes when I get told compliments and then I panic. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I'm writing a book, actually. I've been writing a book for 2 years. It is what is my book called? Anyways, now they talk about books, make me think of my book. I think my book is called The Thoughts of Humanity, something like that. Don't take my idea, man. You guys better not take my... Well, you don't know what my book's about, but like still, don't use my title. I've had that title on my book for 2 years and I've been writing it. I don't know why I got defensive, but I did. Anyways, we'll just continue. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Damn, these words. I've never heard someone say quizzically. I don't even know that's a word, but I ain't arguing. I'm gonna burp. I can't burp. I lied to myself. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Doki? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. Wait a minute. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're practicing the original top of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth. I bluntly come. Jesus, it's like a rap. I bluntly come back with what's been on my mind that entire time. I never said I was joining the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Doki... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I gotta pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcake, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Doki, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Doki, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sari and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, mine as well. Hey! Why I sound like a horsey? Hey! With that, the two of us depart the club room, and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me, and I guess I start writing a poem tonight. I get to write a poem! It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Suicide, journey, poof, entropy, marriage, holiday, games, time, melancholy, and bed. Okay, I'm stressing right now. The journey, yes, passion, Doki, disaster, eternity, hair, pure, sing, lucky, empty, daydream, empty. Oh, no. I want, frick, I forgot what purple hair's name was. Sorry. Sugar, hopeless, bouncy, peace, twirl, hope, amazing, nibble, boop, vitality, yes, existence, dream, destiny, waterfall, puppy, forgive, peaceful, pester, pout, promise, existence, agonizing, tears, marshmallow, wrath, starscape, ocean, parfait, variance, warmth, imagination, agonizing, family, heaven sent, nightgown, swimsuit, kitty, candy, hop, captive, kiss, anxiety, jumpy, intellectual, graveyard, comfort, prayer, papa, precious, sweet, fun, lipstick, graveyard, unending, infallible, chocolate, explode, incapable, effulgent, music, silly, ambient, romance, electricity, giggle, vivid, sunny, rain cloud, disown, ribbon, crimson, jump, excitement, disown, feather, shame, bubbles, misfortune, headphones, secretive, friends, joy, portrait, raindrops, shame, frightening, bunny, sadness, cry, strawberry, melody, embrace, cheer, meager contamination, sadness, disoriented, insight, punky, vibrant, milk, together, adventure, wonderful, socks, awesome, disoriented, afterimage, dark, fluffy, massacre, treasure, beauty, laugh, sticky, depression, unstable, fireflies, whistle, memories, tragedy, lazy, pickle, flower, childhood, beer, summer, fear, uncanny, misery, cage, hurt, heartbeat, skirt, analysis, and analyzes, broken universe, uncontrollable, hurt, vanilla, desire, dance, essence, whirlwind, sparkle, flying, horror, mouse, lollipop, horror, disarray, sunset, valentine, dazzle, rainbow, sensation, anime, pain, judgment, extraordinary pain, death, nature, defeat, spinning, clumsy, vertigo, flee, rose, whisper, shopping, death, aura, cute, scars, special, infinite, fantasy, calm, color, skipping, incongruent, scars, delicious, bliss, landscape, shiny, COVID, fireworks, tenacious, unstrained, anger, determination. I just learned a whole bunch of words. I just learned a whole bunch of words without knowing what they said. I know. Hi again, Doki. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Doki. Yuri! That's her name. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ah, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Siri told me you didn't even want to join a club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Doki always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Doki can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so a nice gesture for you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Oh, I got a book! I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like. despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mom to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for the chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaked another glance at me and our eyes met for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason, just... Curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well... When I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. It's totally not like you want to read with me, Yuri, or anything. Totally. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Mark Hove. There's an anonymous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. God, my eyes. Ugh. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Here, I need to go put my glasses on. This is killing my eyes. Oh. I got apples. Apple. Wow. Thank you. She's so shy and real reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals. Or their own... Where's my drink? There's my drink. Let's see. That they believe in. Then suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one for letting their one-side morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well... yeah. I could pretend I'm talking to you too. I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like you. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Like, I like to eat bugs. And please stop me if I start talking too much. No! I love when a person talks. You kidding me? I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Yes. Yes. Right there. Right there. That's what every woman wants to hear. The least I can do is listen. Yes. Tips. Yes. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. Ah, I see. Well, just tell me if I need to be distracting or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she is not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slid my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. The shoulders! It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Hold on, let me clean my glasses so I'm seeing this right. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me just get a good clean. Hold on. Let me rub my eyes real quick. Make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing here. They're actually reading a book. That's crazy. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. This is kind of interesting, like seeing the different perspectives. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flaps her side. And holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Ooh, that scared me. She looked at the I'm sitting right where her eyes are looking, so that freaked me out, and her face turned at me. Oh god. Are you ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me for my turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels like an intimate exchange. Alright, buddy. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into her head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Doki, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her book from the hand, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference way either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori sits on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my phone Can I save? I'm like scared. Save. Right there. Yeah, because I don't know what's happening, bro. Yuri. Yuri seems most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, he's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just, Yuri chills off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their lifestyle very deliberate. In other ways, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the other topic, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both her style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something to be blamed for. There's so many different skills, techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I like to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Whoa. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such sharp handwriting. What? I was thinking at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Doki. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you don't glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. And in this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more so when putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but it means I enjoyed myself. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Doki. Me too. Oh, that's so cute. I'll see Natsuki. Doki, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put forth into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. I'll start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of your first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you when to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway. Guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you they weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it's in the poems for people to express themselves. You're right, that wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other main thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I kissed my way into that, then I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Oh, that's cute. I wish I... Sayori. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Doki. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori. You must be seriously reacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Doki poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feeling in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Doki, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here, and again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I want to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or trust me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, it's just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still try my best. Yeah. I didn't even say it was of a poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you're late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Well, guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I want to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Well, let's see Monika's. Hi, Doki. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like the activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Doki. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's our barrier that we all get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I hand Monika my poem? Great job, Doki. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess you were 10 anyway. You know that Yuri likes kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes these simple and direct words to express happiness and sadness. Yuri likes when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm playing 2 games at once. I'm playing some Battle Stars because, like, I gotta level my stuff up and I'm in a duo match. So let's go. Ooh. Oh, my teammate got out, bro. Ooh. Guys, I might get my boat rocked. I don't know if that sounded wrong. Didn't in my head. Oh. You guys ever expect me to play 2 games at once? I know. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. Or letting them deeply analyze that I'm going to die. The nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I really never asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn to try new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that, you know? You see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. The spackle protrudes. I know he's a neighbor, An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see it. I reel. Blind. Like a film, left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinols already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. All of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? Well, it's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style is kind of pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems. I've been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Or when performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put this. I guess you could say that I have some kind of epiphany recently? It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's coming on. It's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than anticipated. That's as if everyone has judged me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each other and their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively turns its poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. So Yuri liked it, and Doki did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Doki liked my poem too, you know. He didn't tell me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Doki appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Doki started showing up. Oh, Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. It's only fighting. Why did I get something to go? Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Doki! She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started. She could get over herself, learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. And this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's what make your poems all convoluted for no reason? me should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that, Sir Donkey. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. That's the only way to convey complex emotions and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Doki? Well? How did I get dragging this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Well, I agree with, he'll probably think more highly of me, so of course it's going to be... Look, man. Yuri. Natsuki. You're right, I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. That's not the one I want to choose. Did I pick that one? Yeah. Okay. Yuri. What? Huh. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I wrecked my brain in attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. I let the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know. But that's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice blinds. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely... Jesus Christ, it looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayuri is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ah. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that. Bearable. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So, you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Donkey. Sheesh. Takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glanced around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Surprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. What, Mom? I'm reading it for the viewers, Mom. Can you let go? You're embarrassing me now, Mom. Stop. Sorry, Mom, look away. Anyway, saying about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she'd appreciate it, Sayori. And pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, no, past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? Hope that was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Doki. To be honest, it's a nice change of pace for the lazing around you got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so I'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. I don't know what. That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though Monica's right, being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Oh, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Donkey, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. Is there anything to talk about with everyone? Awesome. In my case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. But hey, look, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Doki, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. This is the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. Sounds Doki. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayuri still isn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, let's just see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. And with that on, I think I am done for this part. So I appreciate. Hold on. Let me save this real quick. Where did it go? What the hell? Save game. It's right there. My fault. Go. And with that, I'm done. Oh, I can. Well, can I just? Okay, then, yeah. So, I am so excited to play more of this, but I'm gonna go chillax and stuff. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So, bye bye.